there, Aries, and welcome to your sun sign reading for December 2022. Thanks for checking out this video today, and before you leave, please be sure to click that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. All right, Spirit, tell me about Aries in the month of December 2022, please. All right. We have under events, a creative endeavor. All right, Aries. So December will be about some kind of creative project. It feels like something familiar. It feels like maybe you've tried this before, didn't have the resources, or you didn't have the income to buy things, or you couldn't find materials, or maybe even had difficulty finding a reason to actually follow through or to follow this idea, this creative idea that you had. And it looks like in December, if you aren't actually going to do something, it's like you're going to take the next step to get closer to actually manifesting or bringing into the physical realm some creative idea that you have, that it feels like it's mostly for you. It's just a benefit for you. So maybe there's somebody you talk to about and they help you realize that it can benefit others. Maybe you're not thinking about that, or maybe you're not seeing a certain point of view about your idea. Maybe like you're diminishing the importance of it. But you talk to somebody in December, let's say, and this person is like, yeah, that's a good idea, and maybe adds ideas to you or to that idea, or adds different perspective and helps you feel better about trying to attempt to create whatever it is that you've got rolling around in your head or in your heart. Next, we have under intention, taking steps. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting into. Taking steps. You're going to go towards actually bringing this into the physical reality, whatever it is that you've thought about creating or doing that is a little outside of norm. It's something that's a little different that you haven't seen before, that possibly others might not understand, that kind of thing. So you've kind of like kept it on the back burner, but now in December, I think you're going to start, like this card says, you're going to start taking steps to actually bringing that in to the physical realm. So let's find out some more. Spirit, tell me more about Aries sun sign for December, please. What else should Aries know about the month of December, Spirit? First, we have Stag, trust and thrive. So this to me right away says trust in your instincts, trust in your creative ability, and thrive. So this makes me think that this is something that can really help you thrive in life, whether this is something that eventually you can turn into some kind of monetary gain. Perhaps this is something you can barter with. This is something you can create to give to somebody that they have something that you want that you can get, trade, barter, but thrive. I also feel like the thrive is talking about internally feeling good about yourself, feeling proud, and feeling like you made the right choice to actually bring this idea into the physical realm. And it helps you feel stronger, happier, more fulfilled, more courageous to try even more new things like this. And I think it's the first step in a lot of steps to really come out of your internal world and really bring it into reality. Next, we have Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Yeah, exactly. This is perfect. Honor this. what you have going on inside, you've like I said, this is something you've thought about before, and I think you've put on the back burner. It's come up again several times throughout your life. And this is Spirit definitely acknowledging and confirming to honor your inner knowing. You have something, you know something. There's something important that can help others, whether you realize that now or not. You will, especially as I think you take this very first step. And I think it'll just open doors to take other steps. You'll get more creative, or you have more ideas, or you can add on to what you've already created and make it even better, you know, that kind of thing. And that is definitely honoring your inner knowing. You're trusting the universe, you're trusting yourself, and you are just thriving. And then lastly, shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Yeah, so this, in a bigger picture or in a long term, this is, like I said, this is definitely opening you up, or it's going to bring in more opportunity. You have gifts behind this, whether you realize that now or not consciously. I think subconsciously, you know, that's part of your inner knowing. That's why it keeps returning to you, these ideas. And that's why it needs to come out. It's something that needs to come out and be shown, be presented, be made, put into physical, tangible form for others to enjoy. Okay. So Spirit is definitely backing you on this. So any doubt that you're feeling, any fear, all of that, do what you can, do what you need to do to rise above that. If you need to do some things to learn how to do that, do that step first, and then bring forth these gifts, these ideas, these creative processes that you have going on inside, because the outer world needs them. I feel like this is something that can really help yourself, obviously, and those around you. Okay. Let's get some more information. Spirit, tell me more about Aries in December, please. What else can Aries know about December, Spirit? All right, first we have King of Pentacles. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. King of Pentacles, I see this as being you. This is part of that, and it's under the trust and thrive. You will be thriving through this. There's something that is, that part I think is going to be surprising to you, how much that it really supports who you are, or what you're here to do, or why you need to, or why this theme or this idea keeps coming up and wants to be presented, wants to be put out in the world. And you've gone back and forth through your years of playing with this idea. And this is also confirmation to me that you will be very, very successful. You will be thriving. And I do think that there is somewhere, maybe not this particular idea in the rough, your first production of this creative project or idea that you have, but I think eventually, definitely, you can be very abundant. And I see this as a benevolent. You'd be a benevolent teacher. You're put in this king or authority setting, or kind of like above other people, but you're generous and you share this information, or you share how you came to be at this point. Maybe you stand up in front of people and give speeches about, like way out in the future, because you've become so successful. There's just something about this that says you'll be looked up to, and people will want to hear you speak and talk about what you went through, how you came to your idea or your conclusions or whatever. Next, we have the Hermit. To me, this is talking about you coming down out of your solitary phase you've kept this idea to yourself. You may have spoken about it a little bit through the different times that it came to you, to different people. You didn't get a warm reception, or people were like, oh, okay, didn't understand, or whatever the situation is. But now is the time, definitely, to come down, or to come out of your solitary thinking or keeping it to yourself, and bringing the light to everybody, for everybody to see, to your wisdom, right? You're the hermit, you're the wise one. Now you have a lot of wisdom, and you've gained knowledge by bringing this out into the world, and you've gained so much wisdom about feeling good about yourself and succeeding and being abundant and feeling fulfilled, and like you're following a kind of like a life purpose or a reason, feeling connected to the spirit or the universe or God or whatever your choices are. But it's time to share that with people. And I did see that in here. I think sometime in the future, you'll be sharing your information. You'll be doing some kind of public speaking. Knight of Cups. This card to me is definitely romance and love. And it's an offering. And this to me is between the medicine mother and the shapeshifter, the honor your inner knowing and transform and unveil your gifts. So it's sitting in between underneath. You fall in love with yourself in a way that it's new because you haven't loved yourself this way, but it's in a way that you've on some level always known existed and wanted. And this project or whatever it is that you've been thinking about bringing into the physical realm definitely helps you to really love your situation, really love yourself, really love your ability to express or to share what you've learned and your knowledge and your wisdom, right? As the hermit. And that also contributes to how successful you are, how abundant you are, how happy you are, how fulfilled you are, because you are falling in love with yourself. And it feels really good. And finally, justice, balance, right? Everything will balance out. And so you got 2 court cards and 2 major arcana. So yeah, this is a pretty big deal. But this justice here to me speaks of, it works with being that leader. You're a balanced leader. You have good, sound judgment. You understand fairness. You understand the power of words and of truth. And I think this is also a sign of, once you have that power or that authority or people are looking up to you, you don't abuse it. You understand the preciousness that it is and the responsibilities that come with it, and how you understand it can be you can be easily corrupted sometimes people in power can be corrupted by different things, but I feel like you have a good balanced outlook and perspective. And I think any kind of corruption, or if somebody wants to twist something, or you're going to know right away, and you're going to be like, no, I'm going to keep things the way I want them. Whether that means somebody might offer you a deal for something, right, to mass produce whatever it is you're creating, and you understand there's something about the deal that's like just not right, and so you miss out on an opportunity to mass produce whatever it is that you created. But I think another one will come along, and it will feel more balanced, and it will feel better to you, and that's the one you'll take. So watch out for that. I don't think that part's not going to happen for December, but because you're starting out your process, eventually down the road, I think you'll have offers, and you have a level enough head on your shoulders, you're going to be able to pick well, and you won't have to stress too much about that. And maybe you'll have a group of advisors. Maybe some of these people are people around you that also helped you produce, or helped you legally, or helped you emotionally, right? Because these could also represent some other people around you as well, people close to you that you love. All right, let's get one final message, please, Spirit, for Aries for December. What final piece of advice do you have? Well, one flipped over, so that's the one we will use. That's the artwork, and it says, learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. Good advice. This might be referring to when I was talking about having offers. I think that somebody's going to come along and try to make an offer that just isn't kosher, and it'll be kind of a trying or a trial of life, right? And then there's a justice here too. So maybe this even means at some point there might be some kind of legal dispute, but you've got not the upper hand, you've got the balance, or you've got the good intention, and you don't have to worry about if somebody's coming after you losing what you've created, okay? There's not enough information, or there's not enough of something to take that away from you, although there may be a time where it feels like somebody might be able to take something from you. So don't sweat that, okay? All right, Aries, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.